Hey everybody, welcome back to the Geekdom, and it's finally back, a new edition of the Comic Book Spotlight. And in today's edition of Comic Book Spotlight, I'm bringing a bit of an older comic, not real old, it's still recent. It's started with the Now series. It's the infamous Iron Man. This 12-part series, which transitioned into Invincible Iron Man when the Marvel Legacy thing happened, was about Doctor Doom taking over the mantle of Iron Man. As you can see, this is the first issue, number 1, the cover. You can see there's the Iron Man armor, the red, and that is what Doom's armor looked like. He had a pretty generic armor. Well, not generic, but it was just plain. It was gray, silver, and he did have his cape that he had sometimes and didn't have other times. When he would get in battles, the cape would kind of disappear because he has magical abilities as well as the technology and the suit powers. So in this series, Doctor Doom has a few conflicts. You see here, Ben Grimm, aka the Thing, was constantly on his tail. Because he's Doctor Doom. Nobody expected him to take the mantle of being a hero, or they were thinking he was trying to destroy the legacy of Iron Man, while Doom was inspired by Tony Stark's sacrifice. Because Tony Stark had, in the Civil War Part 2, Tony Stark led the fight against Captain Marvel, her decisions on other things. I'm not getting into that line of comics because it has nothing to do, but it ends up with Tony Stark nearly dead in a coma, and Doom feels somebody needs to take up the mantle. Now, Ironheart was around at this time, but I guess he really didn't pay much mind to her, so he takes up the mantle, and that's where the storyline for Infamous Iron Man starts. And he's got a few conflicts throughout the 12 issues. His mother reappears out of nowhere. Reed Richards comes back. Not the real Reed Richards, unfortunately. I don't want to do much spoilers, but here's from issue number 8. You can see, yeah, that's not the normal Reed Richards. And then they've got a throwback up there. He does encounter Ironheart through it. You know, he runs into her. She's having her own problems during this. And I thought it was a very interesting series, a good take on the Iron Man character from a different point of view. I highly recommend reading it. This is the cover for issue 12. You see, it's very similar to the first cover, except the armor is breaking and you can see his face underneath. And you can see Doctor Doom's plight between being a good guy and still being known as that bad guy of Doctor Doom, but now he's the Infamous Iron Man. And I'm glad they didn't just stop the series at Infamous Iron Man, and they rolled all the characters, the Iron Man characters, being Ironheart, Doctor Doom's Iron Man, and the search for Tony Stark into Invincible Iron Man. Because I liked this character, and he was good, and he's made appearances outside of that Invincible Iron Man. He's also in the Fantastic 2 one with Ben Grimm and the Human Torch, their adventures. That's another little series I'll probably cover sometime soon too. But this is a good read. I very much enjoyed reading Infamous Iron Man, and I highly recommend it to anybody that's watching this video. So, like I said, here I'll show you a couple more covers from Infamous Iron Man, because sometimes collecting comics is just about the artwork on the covers, because they do some cool stuff. Here we've got Doctor Doom without the mask on. Just some different things to expect when you look at it. And yeah, good read, enjoyable. One of one of the series I started back up once I got back into the reading comics again. I saw that on the shelf and I couldn't help getting it. So that's been my comic book spotlight for now, the series of Infamous Iron Man. I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble on about it, and don't forget to pick up some comics at your local comic book store. Tell me what you enjoyed. Let me know if this inspired you to pick it up. And as always, thumbs up this video, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Larry's Geekdom. Thanks for watching.